Dear students, welcome to Mathematics Online Classes. Today we are going to solve the problem number 30 in the exercise 9.3. Problem number 30 says the number of bacteria in a certain culture doubles every year. Culture ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಐತ್ರಿ. ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಎವ್ರಿ ಅವರ್ 1 ಅವರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒರಿಜಿನಲಿ 10 ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಅವರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ 20 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಅವರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 20 becomes 40. Like that it is proceeding. Fine. If there were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally there were 30 bacteria. How many bacteria will be present at the end of second hour? Means 30 bacteria were present in the culture. If 2 hour completes, how many bacteria will be there? 2 hour ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವು? And fourth hour, at the end of fourth hour, how many bacteria will be there? And at the end of nth hour, how many bacteria will be there? Like that it is. Let me take a geometric progression here. At the end of first hour, at the end of first hour, and at the end of second hour, and at the end of third hour, like that it goes. And here at the end of nth hour. At the end of first hour means this will be first term of our geometric progression. Okay, originally 30 bacteria were there. If 1 hour completes, how many bacteria will be there here? 60 bacteria will be there in the culture. Next, 1 more hour completes. If 1 more hour completes, originally now 60 were there, it becomes 120. Next, if 1 more hour completes, second hour over, then after the second hour 1 more hour completes, 120 becomes 240. Like that it goes. At the end of nth hour, that one we are going to calculate now. Okay, here this 60, 120 and 240 you observe, these are in geometric progression. It is in GP with first term A is equal to 60. And what about the common ratio? Common ratio R is equal to A2 by A1. What is A2? A2 is 120 by 60. 0 get cancels. 6 ones are 6 2s. Means R is equal to, common ratio is equal to 2. You observe here, at the end of 1 hour means n is equal to 1. At the end of second hour means n is equal to 2. At the end of third hour means n is equal to 3. Like that it is proceeding. So first problem means at the end of second hour. At the end of second hour, we have n is equal to 2. What they are asking you? How many bacteria will be present? How many bacteria will be present in the sense? We have to find out that term, second term, the fourth term and nth term. Using the formula, An is equal to A into R to the power of n minus 1. A2 is equal to, means at the end of second hour, A2 is equal to, A is 60, and R is 2 to the power of n minus 1, means 2 minus 1. 60 into 2 is 120. At the end of second hour, 120 bacteria will be there in the culture. Going to second part of the problem. What is that second part? At the end of fourth hour. At the end of fourth hour means here n is equal to 4. Using the formula, An is equal to A into R to the power of n minus 1. A4 is equal to A is 60 into R is 2 to the power of 4 minus 7. 60 into 2 to the power of 3. 60 into 2 to the power of 3 is 8. 8 6 is 48. So at the end of fourth hour, 480 bacteria will be there. Okay. Now coming to the third one. At the end of nth hour. At the end of nth hour. At the end of nth hour here, n is equal to n only. Therefore, using the formula, An is equal to A into R to the power of n minus 1. n will be n only here. A is 60 into 2 is 2 to the power of n minus 1. You can leave it here, or else 60 into this 2 to the power of n minus 1 can be written as 2 to the power n by 2. So this is according to the laws of indices, a raised to m by a raised to n. That is nothing but a raised to m minus n. 2 ones are 2 30s. This is 30 into 2 to the power of n bacteria will be there at the end of nth hour. That is about problem number 30 in the exercise 9.3. Now we will take the next problem, that is problem number 31. Problem number 31 is what will RS 500 amounts, what will RS 500 amounts to in 10 years after its deposit, in a bank which pays annual interest rate of 10% compounded annually. You need to understand this question. It says, what will RS 500 amounts to in 10 years? Means they have deposited 500 rupees in a bank in 10 years. If 10 years completes after its deposit in a bank, what will it amount? Means how much it will be after 10 years? That is the question here. In a bank which pays the annual interest rate of, means annually its interest rate is 10%, but the 10% ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. This word is important. Compounded annually, here they are going with the compound interest. We should know the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Simple interest means at the end of 1 year, the amount will not be added with the interest here. Simple interest ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 year ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಬಡ್ಡಿಯನ್ನು ಅಸಲಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತಲ್ರಿ ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಇಫ್ 1 year ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಸ್ that interest will be added with the amount, principal amount. So amount will be more here for the second year, and again if one more year completes, that second year interest will also be get added with the principal amount we have. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಕಳೀತು ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಬಡ್ಡಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಸಲಿಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ 2ನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಅಸಲು ಮೊದಲಿದ್ದಷ್ಟು ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. 3ನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 2ನೇ ವರ್ಷದ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಬಡ್ಡಿಯನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಸಲಾಗಿರ್ತದಲ್ರಿ, ಆ ಅಸಲಿಗೆ ಬಡ್ಡಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿಸಿ 3ನೇ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಚಕ್ರ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ರಿ, ಆ ಚಕ್ರ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, 500 ಇನ್ 10 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ 10%. Here we have at the end of 1 hour, means at the end of 1 year, at the end of first year, what happens to the amount? Original amount will be 500 plus this amount is get added with the 10% interest of that 500 rupees. Means 10% of 500 rupees. 500 plus 10% means 10 by 100 into 500. These two get cancelled. Or else, let me go like this. This 500 better not to cancel. Here 1 0 I will cancel. 500 is common from these two. 500 I am taking common. 1 plus of 1 by 10 it is. 1 by 10 is 0.1. This is nothing but 500 into 1.1 at the end of 1 year. Next, at the end of second year what happens? At the end of second year, now principal amount is 500 into 1.1. You have to be careful. 500 into 1.1 is the amount plus 10% interest for this amount. 10% of 500 into 1.1, because for the second year principal amount is 500 into 1.1. You have to be careful. Now this is 500 into 1.1 plus 10% means 10 by 100 into 500 into 1.1. From both the terms you see 500 into 1.1 is common. Now you write the remaining. 1 plus, here 0 get cancel. 1 by 10 remains. 1 by 10 is again 0.1. This is 500 into 1.1 into 1.1 can be written as 500 into 1.1 whole square. Similarly, at the end of third year means one more year completes. Here what is the principal amount? Principal amount is 500 into 1.1 whole square. That will be the principal amount plus 10% interest for this amount should be added. 500 into 1.1 whole square plus 10% of 500 into 1.1 whole square. 500 into 1.1 whole square plus 10%. 10 by 100. 1 0 get cancelled. 1 by 10 it is into 500 into 1.1 whole square. This is, here I have 500 into 1.1 whole square common. Now remaining 1 plus, here 0.1 is there. 500 into 1.1 whole square into 1.1. This is nothing but 500 into 1.1 whole cube. This is what? This is amount at the end of third year. In the same way, what I can write? At the end of 10 years, he is asking. Question is to find out the amount at the end of 10th year. So, first year 1.1 to the power of 1. At the end of second year 1.1 to the power of 2. And at the end of third year 1.1 to the power of 3. It is in GP, we can check that one. 500 into 1.1 is the first term. 500 into 1.1 whole square is in the second term. 500 into 1.1 to the power of 3 is in the third term. Like that we can proceed. So similarly at the end of 10 years, I can write this is 500 into 1.1 to the power of 10 as the answer. Okay, thank you for your homework. Problem number 32. Thank you. Yes, now problem number 32 in the exercise 9.3. That will be the last problem in the exercise. It is given that if AM and GM of roots of quadratic equation are, so here arithmetic mean of and geometric mean of roots of a quadratic equation are given. Those roots are, we don't know. These are the arithmetic means and geometric means. Roots, what are those roots? We don't have. So let me take, let M and N are the roots of quadratic equation. M and N are the roots of quadratic equation. That one we are choosing now. They have given you if arithmetic mean of roots of quadratic equation is 8. That means AM of M and N is 8. And they are saying GM of roots of quadratic equation is 5. Means GM of M and N is equal to 5. Then after the quadratic equation ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ. Now AM of M and N, what is AM of A and B? It is A plus B by 2. In the same way, arithmetic mean of M and N is M plus n by 2. This is equal to 8. That is nothing but m plus n is equal to 16. Next, here geometric mean of m and n. Geometric mean of a and b is what? That is root ab. So geometric mean of m and n is root mn. Root mn is equal to 5. Squaring on both sides, m into n is equal to 25. See, I have m and n. M and n are the roots of the quadratic equation. I have sum of roots and also I have product of roots. I hope you know the concept of quadratic equations. See, quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation where a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x and c is a constant. If I divide throughout the equation, this is x square plus b by a into x plus c by a is equal to 0. Here x square minus b by a into x plus c by a is equal to 0 I will write. I want this standard form, x square minus here x and here constant, this form over. See, if you find the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, sum of those roots will be minus b by a and product of those roots will be c by a. I hope that concept you know. If roots are m and n, here I have sum of roots m plus n is equal to minus b by a and the product of roots is equal to c by a. This is the concept of quadratic equations. Quadratic equations alli idondu concept ಐತ್ರಿ. ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು quadratic equation ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರವು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಎರಡು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ. ಆ ಎರಡು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳದ ಸಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ minus b by a ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅದರ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅದರ ಸಮ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಟ್ಸ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೂಲಗಳು ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ರಿ, ಆ ಮೂಲಗಳ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾರು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ c by a ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತೆ. ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ವಿತ್ ಎನಿ quadratic equation example. Quadratic equation example ಯಾವ್ದಾರು ಒಂದು ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು quadratic equation can be written as x square minus of sum of roots x square minus of sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. X square as it is minus of, I have sum of roots. See, this is nothing but m and n. I have taken the roots as the quadratic equation. M plus n, sum of roots I have got 16. Let me write that one also. M plus n into x plus product of roots m into n is equal to 0. X square minus of this m plus n is 16 into x plus mn is 25. So this is the required quadratic equation for us. That is about last problem of the exercise 9.3. Now one more concept is there in the geometric mean concept, that is relationship between am and zm. Relationship between am and gm. Relationship between arithmetic mean and geometric mean. How they are related? Here question is that how they are related. If a and b are two numbers, their arithmetic mean and geometric mean, are they equal? Or arithmetic mean, is it greater than geometric mean? Or arithmetic mean, is it less than the geometric mean? That is our question now. Relationship between am and z. Let a and b are two numbers. A ಮತ್ತು b ಗಳು ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಬರೋಣ. Two numbers. We have to consider two positive numbers here. Why positive numbers only? A and Z are the two positive numbers I am mentioning. Why not be negative? See, if A and B are two numbers, their geometric mean GM is root AB we will calculate. root AB, this is root of, if it is negative, if any one value is negative, then root of that means it goes to the complex numbers. Complex numbers we will cover, that is a chapter we will cover. So this GM is defined only for positive A and B, that's why. Okay, let A and B are two positive numbers, then arithmetic mean, I will take that as A only. A is equal to A plus B by 2. Next, geometric mean, I will take that one as G, which is equal to root AB. I want to check which one is bigger among these two. A ದೊಡ್ಡದೋ G ದೊಡ್ಡದೋ, A is equal to G ನೋ ಇಲ್ಲ A G ಗಿಂತನೂ ಸಣ್ಣದೋ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. For that, let me take A minus G. Let A minus G. A minus G ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ್ರಿ. ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0 ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ 0 ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಲೆಸ್ ದನ್ 0 ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. A minus G is equal to A plus B by 2 minus root AB. This can be written as A plus B minus 2 into root A into root B divided by 2. This A can be written as root A whole square plus B can be written as root B whole square minus 2 times root A into root B whole divided by 2. See, it is like A square plus B square minus 2AB. A square plus B square minus 2AB is nothing but A minus B whole square. Root A minus root B whole square divided by 2. See, square is there. Square of a negative number is always positive only. If we are getting positive values here, or we may get 0 also. Negative value is not at all possible because square is there. So, I can write A minus G is greater than or equal to 0. ಏಕೆಂತ ನಾವು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದನ್ 0 ಬಂದಿರಬಹುದು, ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 0 ಅಂತ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದೆ. A minus G is greater than or equal to 0. This implies ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಲ್ಲಿ G ಅನ್ನ ಕಳೆದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬರೇ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರತ್ತವ್ರಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ A G ಕಿಂತನೂ ದೊಡ್ಡದೇ ಐತಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಬಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಸ್ A is greater than or equal to G. Therefore relationship between AM and ZM is AM is greater than or equal to ZM. Arithmetic mean geometric mean ಕಿಂತನೂ greater than or equal to ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ, less than ಇರಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. This is the relationship between arithmetic mean and geometric mean of two numbers. There on the concept of geometric progressions, let me take that one also. That is example number 18. Example 18. If AM and ZM of two positive numbers, if AM and ZM of two positive numbers A and B are 10 and 8 respectively, find the numbers is our question here. See, if AM and ZM of two positive numbers they have given you A and B are 10 and 8 respectively, find the numbers. A ಮತ್ತು B ಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. AM of two positive numbers is 10. So given that arithmetic mean of A and B is 10 and ZM of two positive numbers is 8. That means ZM of A and B is 8. What is arithmetic mean of A and B? That is nothing but a plus b by 2. A plus b by 2 is equal to 10. This means a plus b is equal to 20. Take this as equation 1. And now here, gm of a and b is 8. Means square root of ab is equal to 8. If I square on both sides, ab is equal to 64. This is equation number 2. A and b, we have to solve for a and b. From the equation 1, I can write b is equal to 20 minus a. So this b value I will substitute in equation 2. Substituting b in equation 2. A into b is 20 minus a, which is equal to 64. Multiplying a, 20a minus a square is equal to 64. Take these terms to the right side. That becomes a square minus 20a plus 64 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation in terms of a. We need to solve for it. Sum should be 20, product should be 64. Like that I can take 16 into 4. A square minus 16a minus 4a plus 64 is equal to 0 I can take. A you take common, it becomes a minus 16, minus 4 you take common, a minus 16 is equal to 0. A minus 16 into a minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have a minus 16 is equal to 0, one possibility. A minus 4 equal to 0 is another one possibility. Here I have a is equal to 16 and a is equal to 4. A is taking two values. Both the cases we need to consider. How? When a is equal to 16, what are the two numbers? When a is equal to 4, what are the two numbers? Both the cases we need to consider. First case, when a is equal to 16, what is b? You substitute in equation 1. Equation 1 implies 16 plus b is equal to 20, that is b is equal to 4. Therefore, the two positive numbers are 16 and 4. Case number second, that is when a is equal to 4, what happens to the b value? Again you substitute in equation 1. Equation 1 implies 4 plus b is equal to 20. b is equal to 16. Therefore, again we have the two positive numbers are 4 and 16. This is about the geometric progression. Next class we will continue with the special series. Thank you.